Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet some slip stitch ridges. Now from the front side it does look like it is a ribbing, but when you turn it over to the back you'll see that the back is completely smooth. So it's not quite a true ribbing stitch. It does have a little bit of stretch to it. So if you wanted to use it in something like a brim of a hat or a cardigan or sweater, it might be a good contender for you. It's fairly easy to make. You'll also see one further thing to note, that as you work it, just because of the half double crochet stitches, it does tend to slant, but if with some blocking or just pulling on your corners, it will kind of bring it back and make it even. Today for the tutorial I'm going to be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. This is a birchwood hook by Rowan, as well as a little bit of a more medium or a worsted weight yarn. This is the Heatherly yarn by Knit Picks and We Crochet. There are links to these items in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find a direct link to the free written instructions for this stitch on richtexturescrochet.com. One final thing you'll see down in the description is a direct link to my recent book, Barn Quilt Blankets. This is a collection of 5 blanket crochet patterns available on Amazon, and the link is down in the description for you to check it out. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. So our stitch today is worked in rows. We're going to start by making a slip knot and then by working a foundation chain. Your foundation chain today can be any number of stitches. So today I'm just going to go ahead and chain 22. And 22. Once you have worked your foundation chain, you're going to begin row 1 by working a half double crochet into the second chain from your hook, and then half double crochet into each stitch all the way across. Half double crochet into that second stitch and then into each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Now for row 2, you're going to slip stitch into that first stitch and then slip stitch into each stitch all the way across. So slip stitch into that first stitch and then into each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 2, you'll have slip stitched in each stitch all the way across, chain 1 and turn your work. Now when you look at your stitch, you'll see a ridge or a line here across the front. Those are your half double crochet stitches. And then if you look more toward the back, you see your slip stitches that you just worked. For row 3, we're going to be working in the back loops only of our slip stitches. So looking at the front, you have 1 loop, 2 loop, 3 loops, and 4 loops at the back. So we're going to work in that very back loop only. You're going to half double crochet in the back loop only of that first stitch, and then half double crochet into the back loop only of each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 3, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and now for the rest of the pattern, you're simply going to repeat your rows 2 and 3. So slip stitch under both loops of that first stitch and slip stitch in each stitch all the way across, Then chain 1, turn your work, and working in the back loop only all the way across, work a half double crochet in each stitch. You're going to repeat this for as long as you would like, then fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's all there is to working this wonderful slip stitch ridges stitch pattern. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, while you're here, I invite you to subscribe, take a look around, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.